welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
Oh, baby, the bid is back. So is the NBA Finals, huh? We're having fun now. We're having fun. Welcome back to the NBA bid. Hope everybody's having a nice little start to the week. Happy Tuesday. We're going to be talking about last night's game. We're going to have some fun with that. We're going to bounce around. Honestly, probably mess around with some World Cup stuff, too. You know, we're going to have some fun. Appreciate everybody for tuning in today. Do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, rate, review the podcast, 5 stars, all of those things. Just a reminder, too, before we get into it, tomorrow there will be no NBA bit in the morning on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this is the last regularly scheduled show of the week. However, tomorrow, after the game, I think like 90% sure we're gonna go live after the game. On location for Massachusetts because I'm going to be out for the rest of the week. So just a reminder, tomorrow, no NBA bid in the morning, the rest of the week after this one. And then, but we'll be hopefully live tomorrow night after game four. Who do we got in the chat? I see the common man letting us know. Happy birthday to Udonis, to Jovic and Peja. All right. Little Eastern European flavor in 2 of the 3 of those. Snoop Loop, National Donald Duck Day. That's great. Sneeps is here. Dombrowski's here. Good to see you guys. Thank you for hanging. Let's keep the chat active and fun. We got ourselves a series. We got H-Skate in the chat too. Let's go. Oh, one other thing too, before we fully dive in, we fired up about the touts last night with our guy Neil Farley. If you missed that episode, go check that out. The YouTube algorithm, the gods, they tried to suspend our channel. They tried to kill us. Had to fight an appeal overnight, but we're back and we're live again, which is very exciting. So fight the good fight, baby. Fight the good fight. We got Joker Rock in the chat too. Let's get into last night, though. Spurs take it 115-111. I don't know where people want to start. Do we start with the halftime show? Do we start with Trumple Up? No, do we start with the bad whistle? I think we start with Castle. I think we start with our guy, Steph Castle. We have to. He was awesome last night. Let's share screen. Let's go dive into the box score in this W here. Let's move this around just a bit. There we go. That's right. Bring the Ben Gay. Dude, I'm telling you, we got a BioFreeze, baby. We're a BioFreeze household. Already packed the ice pack. We're ready to go for the golf trip. 115-111, man. Steph Castle was awesome. Steph Castle was so good, was so aggressive. This Spurs team, I don't know if they almost felt more comfortable on the road. Do you think, like, there was something after going through that OKC series, right, where it's 7 games, it's loud as hell, whether they're playing on the road or at home, it's just intense atmosphere. And the Knicks really haven't had to do this yet. Think about the Knicks postseason run. I mean, the closest thing they saw to this kind of chaos was games 4 and 5 against the Atlanta Hawks. But after that, it was smooth sailing for the next 2 rounds. They were up by like 25 every single game, right? We didn't really even see any late game heroics outside of game 1 against the Cavs. But that was the April 20, whatever it was the last time they had to be in a fight like this. And I think you could kind of feel it early on, right? Where the just some sloppy turnovers early. Brunson just kind of throwing the ball around. I think Brunson finished with 5 turnovers, but there was just some sloppy action, some sloppy seconds. And I thought Castle was just dominant, man. 8 for 14 from the field. He had 23 points. Maybe the biggest 3 of the game, which was, I was saying this out loud to my wife while that play was happening. Wemby with like 7 seconds left on the shot clock. All I'm thinking, I'm like, you got to go, man. Time to go. Got to get going. And Wemby's just like, I don't know. Here, you take this, Castle. Castle buries a contested 3. And what, a 2-point game, I think, at the time. That extended the lead to 5, I think it was. Or it was like 4-7, something like that. Just an absolute backbreaker. And to the Knicks' credit, man, they don't die. The Knicks don't die. They're in foul trouble all night. We'll talk about that. And it seemed every time it felt like the Spurs were going to pull away from that. Man, just Brunson just hits another 3, like he just They just don't die. Every time you think it's over, you think you could breathe easy. Mike Bloomberg's over there cradling Josh Hart, where they're cradling each other, and then another big bucket. It's just nutso stuff. I think the other big thing, Wemby just seemed to be a little bit more aggressive and assertive outside of that one possession I was talking about down low. 11 for 18 from the field. He got to the line 9 times, knocked down 8 of them, 32, 8 and 6, 3 blocks, 2 steals, and a partridge in a pear tree. He was great. I mean, Fox only had 12 points, but Fox also stuck like a big bucket. It just like they kept making plays, man. They kept making plays and they were aggressive. And it did feel like the Knicks were a little jittery. It felt like they were a little jittery. I had multiple Knicks fans, Andrew Laird being one of them, reach out to me. Sorelli, my buddy, both of them messaging, just being like, hey, be honest. Be honest. That whistle was bullshit, right, bro? And I don't know. I'm trying to, like, if you did not have a betting, rooting interest, did you guys feel that the whistle was crazy? I thought the Wemby Brunson thing was ridiculous. Like, I don't know. Was it so loud in there that the ref's vision was going a little funky? I mean, Wemby threw him around like he was it was like a Jack Russell Terrier and like a big dog, like a not a pit bull. It's like a bull mastiff. Is that right? It was a big dog and a little dog. And it seemed like the little dog's like, let's play. And the big dog was like, get the fuck out of here. Right? That is what it felt like. And how do they not? Nobody sees anything. Even when Brunson kind of steps to him a little bit, where he goes from eyeball to midsection, there's still nobody like stepped in. There was no. I just don't know how there was nothing there. And then I was listening to a little bit of Bill Simmons and Rob Mahoney this morning while I was walking the pooch, the actual dog. They were saying that it is kind of nuts that every time they review a call, it goes the Knicks' way. So like clearly they're missing some calls. But man, what I thought was interesting is that, or not interesting, but like I think it looked more egregious because of the free throws in the second half, but the free throws in the second half were because of actual fouls that were happening early in the quarter. Like I thought the first 4 minutes of the fourth quarter was just like really bad execution defensively by the Knicks. Like those were fouls. I thought those were fouls. And it's like, okay, well now we're going to be in the bonus for the next 8.5 minutes in a 2 or 3 possession game. Those free throws are going to look more extreme in that moment. But I just thought like those ticky-tack fouls become more intense because you're in the bonus. I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. I thought, again, the Brunson thing was ridiculous. I thought there was probably a couple of close ones that they should have gotten that they didn't get. There was another one where Josh Hart was in the corner. I'm sure you've been seeing this too. Josh Hart, who hits the corner 3, and it looks like Wemby was playing footsies with him on his way down, and there was no call there. I saw people tweeting out, they can't give him a flagrant because if he gets another flagrant, he's suspended for a game, and Big Adam Silva doesn't want him suspended. I don't know. Let me catch up on the chat, too. Joke Rock saying, thought the Knicks bench would have fed off the crowd and done more. Well, you say that, but it was Filipino night in Madison Square Garden. Jordan Clarksonian and Dylan Harper both ball. Look at Clarkson off the bench. 13 minutes. He was a +8, 4 for 7, 10 and 3. Although I will say he Clarkson, the beauty of Jordan Clarkson is he thinks he's Jordan. So like if he gets the ball, man, he's chucking it. At some point, we're like, we got to get you out of here, man. We got Skeets in the chat. Let's go. GM, DJ PC here at Rose. Bye-bye. He said, hey, Mike, been a while. Thanks for hanging out, man. Yeah, we're going to talk some World Cup here in a second. We're going to, after we get through the NBA action, we'll talk some World Cup. And then Joke Rock says, not calling anyone in particular out, just the culture in general. I absolutely hate this offense player-initiated fouls where they clearly jump into the defender. You know, me too, but I feel like we haven't been seeing a ton of that this series. I don't know. This has felt pretty flop-free for the most part. We saw the Wemby bucket. We saw the Wemby 3, but that call got overturned. Kalani says, yeah, it's back now. They thought we were a bot. They thought the touts. Yeah, that happened mid-show. They thought we were botting. We got it back this morning. We're back, though. We're back. Thank you for checking it out. But yeah, I actually like that Wemby 3, right, where they reviewed that and Keldon Johnson actually pushed into Mitra. But can you imagine? This is like one case for the Knicks getting boned a little bit. Can you imagine if they didn't have a challenge left? And then that ends up being a 4-point swing. And it ended up being a 6-point swing the other way, right? Because they take those 4 points away. And then I think the very next trip down, it turns into an offensive foul, right? I think it was Brunson just kind of beat him to the glass and laid it in. That was a pretty big play. I know Mike Brown was saying it after the game. Like, if you look at the free throws, what was it, like 25-8 or something in the second half? The Knicks got to the line 22 times. They went 18 for 22 compared to the 32 times that the Spurs got to the line, 25 for 32. Also, Keldon Johnson going brick from the line was tough. Saw that happen a couple of times, but I don't know. This series has been awesome. It feels like no one is playing. I can't tell if there's jitters in there offensively or if it's just that this defense is so good. Both sides. I think the Knicks have played like really good defense too. Josh saying the refs have been so bad. I now know the name of the Knicks challenge guy. That was kind of wild, right? Where they were like, let's look at the guy with the iPad. That was kind of nuts. Lots of discourse around, how long it took for fans to get into the game. I saw one of my favorite things that happened yesterday was Jack Settleman, who I was excited to see that got to go to the game. Jack initially tweets out where he was like, dude, I've been to so many games where presidents have been there, and it's fine. It's fine. Everybody needs to relax. And then I saw him tweet multiple photos of him waiting an hour and a half in line, but then and complaining about that, but then tweeting it only took 12 seconds to get in. It was just like in an incredible journey. But a lot of fans complaining about how long it took to get in there. And I also thought the crowd was like a little funky last night. And I don't know if that's because you needed $1 million in order to get into the gym. But it seemed like they had moments of like pitch perfect cups. Sorry, pitch perfect reference. Moments of it being like really excited. I saw Mike Breen mentioned at the top of the broadcast where he said like this is the loudest it's ever been. But it did seem like and then the Knicks, what did they score? Like 42 points in the second quarter, which was nuts. The offense was humming in the second quarter. But then in the second half, didn't it feel a little weird there? And I don't know if it's that the Garden was getting a little tight. I don't know if that only people that were sitting courtside were 155 years old. Hey, can somebody tell me why the fuck is Bobby Kraft? Why are you sitting courtside at a Knicks game, bro? What are we doing? Why do we need Bob Kraft there? Also, we saw Mike Bloomberg look like Durst there for not Fred. What was the other guy? What was it? They knew all along. What was that guy? Rob Durst. They kind of look a little Durstonian. Anyways, you got these guys who are 155 sitting courtside. They're going to turn into dust. One loose ball going the wrong way, and it's going to be like when Thanos snaps his finger. You got to be under 40, and that excludes me from it too. I think that's fine. Let's only put hot people courtside. I think that's fine. Or maybe not just hot people. Maybe that's too much. But like, you don't need no children courtside. That's too dangerous. And then no old people courtside. 24 to 39. All right. It's like what are the 5K ranges? If you like submit for a road race and it's like 18 and under, 18 to 24, it's like 24 to 31. I don't know. You should have to click one of those. Those are the only ways you can sit courtside. The only way. That's the only way. People are going to die. Somebody's going to die. Also, hey, Donald Trump falling asleep. That's fun. Really good stuff. We had to put up fucking bulletproof glass so you could take a nap after you had your French fries. What a dork, dude. What a dork. Like, at the least thing you could do, pop a Blue Chew, drink a 5-hour energy, and stay the fuck awake for 3.5 hours. That's it. That's all we're asking. Didn't even stay for the whole game. He left early. It's the NBA Finals. You haven't been to a game in how many years? You can't stay awake the whole time, you orange old fuck? Come on. Unreal. You turned a Marvel villain into a Giannis brother. That's good. That is good. All right, let's get back to the game. We yelled enough. Let's talk about some of the stuff the Knicks did. Brunson, man, it's crazy to think that he's like, I think Brunson is playing well, even though that statistically it looks a little funky, but I really do think like he's doing the best outside of like the sloppy turnovers, especially early in the game. It feels like he's been playing as best as he can with the type of defensive intensity we're seeing. Castle is just a big dude, like a big athletic dude up in his face the whole time. Brunson finishes with 32, 5-5, also 5 turnovers. Got to the line 8 times, knocked down 7 of them, 11 for 25. Mikal Bridges picked up 2 fouls early, and then I think Mike Brown sent them home for a little while. Like, did Mikal Bridges have to leave security and then come back through again? Because we didn't see him for a long time, and I know Shamet has like earned the right to play some minutes, but I think you want Mikal Bridges playing more than 5 or 6 minutes more than Shamet, right? Josh Hart was awesome early, knocking down big 3 after big 3, 16, 9, and 5. I love Josh Hart, dude. Josh Hart's awesome. Lawn chair getting a workout this morning. You know what, Snoopaloop? Just shut up. Shut up. Just saw Brunson 30 for 81 in this series and a 1-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. But again, I'm not going to be quick to dunk on Brunson. I think Brunson is doing. I think he's doing a lot. I think he's doing a lot considering how intense the defense is on him. And OG Anunoby too, man. Yeah, look at 28-5. When OG Anunoby, I don't know if Power Dusher's in the chat because we're about to talk about OG. I know he's going to be excited. When he gets when he has the ball and he's got the one left dribble, step back jump shot, that feels like it's going in every time, whether it's behind the 3-point line, behind the foul line. Every single time he does that, it feels like it's wet. It's the one dribble, like the dribble into the step back, looks good every single time. But man, OG, I don't know if I just haven't, like, he just has not been healthy enough because Tibbs was playing him 155 minutes a night and he was always dealing with some sort of soft tissue injury. But this dude, like this whole Knicks team, I know they lost this game by 4, meets the moment, it feels like. OG has been stepped up in the playoffs. Josh Hart has stepped up in the playoffs. One crazy stat, and I meant to double check this before we went live, but again, something else that I'm just poaching from Rob Mahoney and Bill Simmons. Mahoney said Karl Anthony Towns has yet to score a bucket in the fourth quarter. Isn't that nuts? In a bucket, not a single bucket in the fourth. Cat finished that game 4 for 10, 11 points, 8 boards in his 38 minutes. He was a +6 out there. But he was just that was pretty surprising. That was pretty surprising. We should probably talk about Wemby a little bit more on the Spurs side of stuff. He was awesome. He was awesome, man. 11 for 18. He's a +7 out there in the 4-point win. You could feel the Knicks energy when they get into the paint or they like try to do something down low, and you could it's almost like there's an internal dialogue that's happening where they're like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. And then they're like, help, 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 help. And it seems like every single time somebody gets down low, that's what happens. And it's like that extra thought that needs to happen for the New York Knicks offense that I feel like it's slowing them down clearly in game 3. But they're just out of a little bit of, or not out of time, but all of a sudden it's like, 6 seconds left in the shot clock almost every single time down, where they're not getting like the full 24 seconds. It feels like they have to get into their offense in such a quick amount of time. And when you saw the Knicks playing well, it seemed they were sped up, like their offense was moving a little bit more, a little bit faster. That's when they've been cooking. Powder said sucks for the Knicks to waste that OG game. Yes, it sucks that they lost that game for sure. But this it feels like it should be 2-1, right? This, maybe you would have thought that the Knicks would have won game 3 and the Spurs should have won game 2 or something like this. The series feels right at 2-1 right now, I think. And now, look, we laid out the path forward yesterday. It is set up like the Madison Square Garden is going to be as tense as ever on Wednesday night. Now, I think more likely than not, the Knicks come out and win game 4. I think that's what would happen. But we already talked about it. Vibes all-time high. Mamdani buying a $1,000 standing room only ticket. Also, for everybody that was on the internet being like, oh my God, the mayor's spending $7,500. No, it was $1,000 just to stand up there. So everybody relax. But now, you had electric vibes in the city. Everybody was vibe. We're like, oh, lowest crime rate in like 5 years in New York City. New York, right? Everybody singing Sinatra. Vibes are good. All of a sudden, Ben Stiller, they're like, oh, look at Ben. Look at Ben Stiller. You know the guy that does Severance? Yeah, he's also a media guy now. He's credentialed. Fat Joe's asking questions now. Everybody's good. Vibes are good. Now, you go into game 4. And if they are like down at halftime and it's 2-1, they're down at halftime. And now we're at the precipice of going back to San Antonio 2-2, blowing home court with the narrative of the president being there next to James Dolan, falling asleep, right? Oh boy. It shifts on a dime. So I think there's going to be some tight bums in Madison Square Garden on Wednesday. We also had like Knicks fans fighting Spurs. We got to stop doing that, guys. We got to stop beating the shit out of people in other jerseys. We got to stop doing that. It's not cool. It's not. That guy, the video of that guy, he was like 55 in a Spurs jersey. Why are we fighting that guy? Come on. Imagine them asking any other New York City mayor like Adam where he got his tickets. I mean, former mayor Bloomberg sitting courtside. Come on. Also, I thought there was a great Tom Ziller. Good morning, it's basketball. Then we don't have to talk about the Trump stuff anymore. But he had a great. I just want to like quote him in this because I thought this was really, really good. It's because Adam Silver spoke to the TNT Bros before the game. And you could see like they were talking about Trump being there and Shaq and Chuck were having some reactions to it or lack thereof, right? And so he said, Adam, this is what Tom Ziller said. He said, look, sports can get people who would normally not have an inclination to interact to do so. That's true. You can get odd bedfellows who root for the same laundry or witness an amazing moment in physical proximity and share emotions over it. That's not what this is about or was about. It's about a billionaire team owner cozying up further to a would-be authoritarian he has common interest with as his side hustle reaches the zenith in spite of his historically poor leadership. Nothing about Trump attending the NBA Finals and getting booed the one time the in-arena camera shows him in the owner's suite is bringing anyone together. I just thought that was great. The idea of it bringing the idea about the president sitting behind bulletproof fucking glass next to the musician James Dolan being like, oh, nothing says unity like a guy behind bulletproof glass. Like, what? And I'm not saying there shouldn't have been bulletproof glass, but the idea of like, kumbaya, my lord. Can you say it louder? I can't hear you behind the bulletproof glass. Did you see Howard Nutlick in the prime courtside seats next to the Knicks bench? Yeah, man. I mean, listen, I won't be the first person to make this joke, but we had a lot of Law and Order SVU actors in the house last night. Come on, citizens arrest. Let's get them pedos. All right. So we have game 4. We have game 4 coming at you on Wednesday. Also, what our transition? We yell pedos and then say game 4. We got game 4 coming up on Wednesday. And then I think like will Wemby, Wemby played a ton of minutes and we've seen this now obviously in the finals, but also in the Western Conference Finals, right? Where he would come out and have a dominant game. And then it felt like the gas tank was only half full the next time out. So like, can Wemby string consecutive games together? Because this series is up in the air right now. And home court advantage feels to be a myth. But if the Knicks win game 4, 3-1, I don't see the Spurs ripping off 3 straight W's. Granted, they'd only have to win 1 more on the road. But 3 straight is a lot to ask, especially with this Knicks team who in the clutch just continues to get buckets. And even like last night, it seemed like the game was over how many different times. And then all of a sudden Brunson hits a 3. Somebody gets fouled shooting a 3. Like it just continues to happen. So I think the Spurs, you were still in what a hot take down 2-1. I'm like, it's pretty important to win this game. But I think they need to come out and get this one if they have a real shot at extending this to 7 and getting the W. But okay, Joke Rock says Spurs top 6 are going to play a ton of minutes the rest of the way. Yeah, man, and I think that's a great point too, because you're seeing like Keldon Johnson was a plus 14, but good Lord, it felt like Keldon Johnson. I actually am stunned. This is the first time I'm looking at his plus minus. I can't believe it is a plus 14 because I thought the Keldon Johnson minutes looked bad. I was really surprised at this, and I don't know if anybody else saw it differently, but I remember that one possession where it seemed like he put his head down and like just was like, let me see if I can get past OG and Anunoby. Then there's one time he got fouled and he bricked both free throws right. He finishes 1 for 4 from the line. He had 2 turnovers. I thought Carter Bryant, man, -9 in 4 minutes. Honestly, should get a medal for that. That's pretty impressive that he could do that. -9 in 4 minutes. And he just, yeah, the Carter Bryant stuff. I actually thought maybe we'd see a little bit more of him. It seems like it's just not there yet. I think he's going to be really fun, 2 or 3 years from now as he matures, but it's just not there. And then let's talk. We haven't talked about Dylan Harper yet. Man, 13, 9, and 4. And it seemed like he was making really good plays. And if he could have just hit 2 more threes, maybe we would have said he had the game of the night, but 5 for 18 from the field. Oh, and how many of those threes, by the way, were wide the fuck open? I mean, wide open triples. And it just seemed to be backroom. There was one too where I think Bridges ended up getting called for a loose ball foul trying to corral a rebound against Wembenyama. But I mean, and so that took away from the fact that Harper had fired that ball off the backboard. It felt like it looked like a line drive laser from the top of the key. It was bad. One of his layups that went in was so lucky. I love Harper, though. Powder said, did you know anyone in attendance yesterday or going to game 4? My friend Alex, I knew, was talking about going to it. But I don't know if he actually got in. And then, I mean, I know Settleman went to the game. Actually, yeah, there was a couple other people that I know through New York comedy that was there. My guy, Yoni, our guy Yoni was there. He's the one that I talked about who always gets on the Jumbotron. He went in the full orange suit yesterday, I think. He was there. Yeah, a few other guys. I knew a few other people that went. I don't know how much they paid, and I'm not going to ask. You know who could have gone? Is my boy Vidron. And just real quick, I'm going to shout him out one more time. Remember last week where I was like, my best friend won a DraftKings tournament, came in first and third. He won $100K for first and then $15K for third. He won the same contest last night. The same contest. The dude has shipped in this NBA postseason like $275,000. He won a $50K one and now 2 $100K hits. It's insane. It's just a generational heater. And the thing that's wild, he normally only plays NFL. He's more like an NFL showdown guy. Likes to play Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night football. That's like his sweet spot. Unreal. Unreal. Oh, you were talking about Keldon, not Harper. Yeah, Keldon had some wild ones. We get Dan Rose in the chat. Actually, seeing Dan Rose's name reminds me, guys, we are officially 1 month away. 1 month away from NBA Summer League. July 9th to the 13th, we're going to be out there. 9th to the 13th, we're going to be well, I was going to say we're going to be at the MGM. I'm not staying at the MGM this year, okay? Your boy's balling out a little bit. We decided to do Cosmo because Kelsey's coming. Tried, did a little terrace suite at the Cosmo. Very excited about it. But yeah, we got people at MGM. We got people at New York. We got the full gangs coming out. Common Man's going to be out there. D Rose is going to be out there. Milo said he spent too much money on John Mulaney, so he can't get out there. He spent too much money. That was a John Mulaney impression. Not very good. But you're at Vidara. There we go, D-Rose. See, we're going to be all over the place. But anyways, July 9th to the 13th. I think it's July 11th. We've got a little pool party action. We got a cabana at the MGM Grand. We're going to be watching some World Cup action out there, which we're going to talk about here in a second. Very exciting. Very exciting. Anything else heading into Game 4? Anything else? Well, let's do a poll. Who do you guys have in Game 4? Who wins Game 4? We taking number 1, Bing Bong, the New York Knicks. Larry David's New York Knicks. Number 2, Spurs. So 1 in the chat for the Knicks, 2 in the chat for the Spurs. Let's move that over here. Fire that into the chat. Who do you guys have in game 4? Yeah, I don't know. Just a reminder, too, no NBA bid in the morning tomorrow. I'm going to try to go live tomorrow night after the game is over. I don't know. I kind of think the Knicks win, but I'm back and I don't know. I will say I don't feel confident in how I have done this, but I think I gave you just bangers, right? Game 1, I think I told you either take Spurs adjusted line or Knicks money line. So the Knicks money line hit in game 1. I told you Knicks money line in game 2 because I just thought the line was stupid. Spurs being favored by 6.5 seemed dumb. And then I said Spurs money line yesterday. So listen, you know the drill. We'll play the drop just because we have access to the drops. But we're just out here giving bangers.
None of this is financial advice. Do what you love what you do. Something like that, right?
All right, chat seems pretty split here. We got the Spurs. Well, no, Spurs 67%, Knicks 33%. Interesting. I imagine. I don't know if they have the line. I haven't looked yet. My guess is the Knicks are favored by 3.5. 3.5 heading to game 4. Let's see what they got. Initial line 2.5. Okay. We'll go. Oh man, I kind of wanted to go back to San Antonio, all squared up. I would feel so bad for my Knicks fans, friends. I mean, that's just, you're just cloud 9, and now all of a sudden you're like hanging on for dear life. I would feel a little guilty for them, but we'll see. We'll see. Any other NBA slopperoo we needed to get into? You know what I forgot to do yesterday was talk about Stacey King and the untimely passing of him. That was so sad. Stacey King, just like, I mean, I was not super familiar with his game. Back in like the 90s Bulls, but he was one of my favorite like league pass guys. I'm sure with Milo in the chat being a Bulls fan, he was just the best of the best. Anytime, I still remember like the Josh Giddey call was one of my favorites when Giddey hit that half court 3-pointer. He's just the best at reacting to stuff. That was so. Oh yeah, Dan Rose is in the chat too. That was just a bummer, man. That was a bummer. So sad to all involved. I can't believe hot sauce, baby. I can't believe I forgot that. I forgot that yesterday. Powder said, do you think the lack of adversity of the Knicks having faced rears its ugly head here? Well, that was one of the things that I was saying, right? That they, and maybe it was before you got here, but it was before, like the last time they got challenged was what? Game 4 and game 5 against the Atlanta Hawks. And now all of a sudden, and maybe you could consider game 1 against the Cavs when they come on this insane run out, but like that, those are all early in the series versus this now. I mean, like the Thunder on the Spurs, on the other hand, like the rest versus rust conversation, the Spurs have been battling. Like that Timberwolves series was a battle. That the Thunder series was a battle. And so I don't know, man. I still think like the Knicks, their ability to just kind of cook late in fourth quarters and just like find ways to win. And again, this game, as I said already, this game seemed like it was over 3 or 4 times. And then all of a sudden it's like a 1-possession game again. And you're like, well, how do they keep doing this? So I don't know. And Mike, what's up, Weisberg, saying it would be so Knicks to go up 2-0 in the finals and then lose in 6. I know. I really don't want that for them. I went into the series kind of rooting for the Spurs, but after hanging out with friends for game 1 and game 2, it would really be terrible. Did you see the new NBA draft credit system the NBA has profused? Yeah. I threw this. It's kind of like an auction league. It's kind of like an auction fantasy football league. I think I talked about it like 2 weeks ago when it was first. It was after Stan Van Gundy, I think, was on the Zach Lowe podcast. We talked about it. But yeah, that's a wild. I mean, I kind of like it. I think that's kind of fun where you're out there trying to. It's like an auction. It's like a fantasy football auction. I think that's hilarious. I think it'd be confusing as hell to explain to people, especially people that don't play fantasy sports. But that it would be wild. That would be wild. Any other basketball related things before we talk a little World Cup? I know this is the NBA bit, but World Cup starts in just like 2 days, so we gotta lock in. And I've been having some fun on the So Rare stuff. But is there any other hoops related stuff you guys have for me? I think it's been kind of a quiet news day. I saw another Celtics related thing where they were like, there's been no reports of the Celtics being interested in moving off Jaylen Brown or Derek White. But it's also like, yeah, no shit. Brad's not going to be like, excuse me, everybody. Excuse me. Just wanted to let you know we're trading 2 of our most important guys. So it's like, I don't know. If Knicks lose game 4, are they done? No. I don't think so, because I also don't trust the Spurs and this like young Spurs team to like rip off 4 straight. We haven't seen Wemby play 4 locked in games either, right? Again, I keep thinking about that Thunder series where he looks like the best player in the world, and then all of a sudden, what was it? Game 6? No, game 5, where he just kind of like disappears. We've seen him disappear, not disappear, but not play to the like. He has to be the best player on the planet for the Spurs to win this series, I think. And when he's not that, I think they're very susceptible. So 2-L. Any trade news? No, nothing. Nothing really coming out yet. I think we'll get some more news. We'll get some more news as we get closer to the draft. I think people are probably waiting until the finals is done. I think we very rarely get like some big blockbusters in the middle of the finals. The other thing we have to talk about is Charles Barkley. Every time you think, like, I know Stan in the chat likes to hate on the TNT crew, but every time you think they lost their fastball, Charles Barkley comes out there and just throws an absolute heater. 104, Mizzy Miz from the Brewers style, right down the pipe. Saying Cardi B more like Cardi D's. Incredible line. Off the cuff, ready to go. Dude's just built different, man. Weisberg saying also it took Spurs having Fox hit some big shots late. I don't trust him as a secondary guy with the Spurs team. Weisberg doesn't trust the OG clutch player of the year, De'Aaron Fox, the first guy to ever win clutch player of the year, De'Aaron Fox. I mean, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but on the other side of this, Mike, I thought he only scored 12 points last night and the Spurs got a road win. So I don't think they need him to do he's just going to be there. He's just going to be there. Thoughts on Ganzi's hire for the Sixers? You think Nurse lasts the season? I think if Philly gets off to a slow start, Nurse is cooked. But I don't have enough Ganzi takes, to be honest. I don't know enough about the man. I don't. And then Joke Rock saying, if you read 2 Grizzlies articles, one will tell you Ja's gone, the other is telling you he's staying. Yeah, I saw it sounded like I saw some report that was like Ja's cooked, Ja's gone. I don't know, man. All right, let's get into some of this World Cup stuff. Love the Sly Fox reference by Breen yesterday. Man, Mike Breen throwing heaters. I saw John Warner, Mr. Roto Run from the Badge Bros, say that you could tell his bangs are a little bit louder for the Knicks. And you know what? Good. I want him to be of course, you want him to be unbiased down the middle, but it's Mike Breen. I want it to be a little dialed towards the Knicks. I do. I don't care. I want it to be dialed towards the Knicks. All right, I'm going to go over to some World Cup shit. Let's do this. I will show you what we're doing over here. Did it share screen the way that I wanted to? No. All right, there we go. Oop, this is the baseball side. We don't want baseball. All right, we get a streak going. Boys and girls. Look at this. Look, this was all yesterday. Here. Look at my French brethren here. Olise putting up a hundo on him. A hundo from Olise. We had 2 teams score over the 330 threshold that get us 5 gems, okay? Then last night, España. Look at España. We got Pedri going for 83. You got Torres 62, Mikel 60, Pau's 90, all right? We get over 400. We're on to our next streak, baby. Now, the problem is I think we have to wait. Until we get to like Spain or Germany playing again. I don't think we should because we got more friendly stuff. I think we want them playing the whole game. And like tonight is like Senegal and stuff. So unless anybody who is a footballer in the chat, an expert, thinks that I should do some Senegal tonight, I don't think I'm going to do it because this is for $100. This is for $100 now, and then we get 1,000, which is the next one. But I do have enough, and I know Argentina plays tonight too. But I don't think it makes sense to go after these guys. I think we just wait. I think the move is to wait. I do have. Also we created a team over here, and look at us. We scored 1,168 as a team. Can I just look at the lineups? No. Oh yeah, here we go. Look at our squad here. I led the way with my 398. We got DJP in the chat. Let's go. DJP got us to 392. Let's go, DJP. We got Taylor up there in 3rd, Brody in 4th. We got another Dijapo. We got Borland 5 and 6. Django, Pink Flamingo, J-Dubs. There we go. That's the top 9. Let's see what we got. Let's claim our prize. Okay, we've won a pack. Let's open the pack. Let's see what we got. Shiny colors. All right, here we go. Alessandro. Nope. There we go. Voldemort. Oh, I thought you couldn't say Voldemort. We got Jaime Montero. All right, there we go. We also got a daily pack there too. I think we can get a daily pack. Let's see. Right? I think we get some daily packs? Let's see what else we got. And I've got enough. I got enough for a gold pack too. Let's claim our free pack. Is there more examples where you have to win together as a group of unique individuals? Is there more examples where you are you gambling examples? I don't know, but I do like that we get to do it together. You okay? All right, maybe I will look at it. Then. All right, let's open another pack here. All right, Saud. Oh, but I already have him. We got Juan, and then we get Derek Cornelius, Caesar, and then Pathsis. Okay. All right, so not as exciting, but that's okay. We're going to save the gold pack for last. Let's see what else we can do here. I think, yeah, let's claim this. Let's claim that. Let's go over here for a second. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Let's go. This is what I wanted. Let's play the decisive player. Let's do that. I don't know who I should play here, but, well, let's do it from Argentina. Although I don't know who's going to play for Argentina tonight. Let's just do this. I feel like Argentina's not going to play anybody. Let's just do that. We play the decisive one. That gets us another thing. All right, let's do the. I'll make sure I claimed all of this shit. Ooh, we're about to get some gems, bro. Let's do. We got 2 of these bronze packs. Let's do that right now. Let's do the bronzies. Let's bronze it up a little bit, huh? All right, we'll do a squad for the team thing. All right, go Nick. See you later, Dan. Thanks for hanging. And then Powder says, seems like there could be some opportunity there, kind of like the clans. Yeah, I do think it is pretty funny that it's way more fun as a group, like coming together and building stuff versus like competing against each other. All right, Ishmael Garabi, Stephen M. It's so funny seeing them not have and Casemiro's good. Not have the ability to, or like not have the licensing with some of these guys is like really, really funny. All right, so let's do this. No, Franz, Dine. Oh, there we go. Zeke. I don't know if he's any good from Switzerland. There we go. Tomas. And then he was shot. Oh, that was a pretty good pack. All right, let's spin some wheels now because I think we can claim these. Yeah. All right, ready? We get a bunch of wheel spins here. Let's win some more essence. I think this might get us to 10 too, right? Oh, we're going to be just shy. All right, let's go. Wheel spin number 1, and then we'll go buy our gold pack. All right, that's another bronze pack right there. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Let's see. Come on, baby. All right, 500. Let's give me that icon, huh? All right, here we go. What do we got now? Boom, 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 boom. Another 500. By the way, swiping left doesn't discard the card. Oh, I didn't know that. That's a great comment. Thank you. Weisberg said the funniest thing about the Gansey hire is that it means there's a Weisberg I'm not related to who's getting elevated in a bit responsibility. There's Max Weisberg. There you go. That's a good win for the Weisbergs, man. Weisbergs rise up. All right, last spin that I got. Ah, 200, man. Come on, bro. Dang. All right, let's spin up a couple more of these bronze packs. Oh, almost 3 of them. All right, let's spin up a couple more of the bronze packs. I got to tell you, man, I'm addicted to this shit. I can't help it. I love it so much. I'm addicted. Oh, we get some. Is that a Bosnia? Yeah, Bosnia. Oh, American. Who's Maximilian Arfston? Oh, wait, I did it again where I still accepted him. Okay, Mikel Marino. All right, we'll take those cards. Okay, we got another one of the bronze ones. Let's go. Sante H. Kai. Oh, wait, again, I did it. Scrap for 5. Oh, Cesar Blackman. Man, I got like 5 of these. All right, that's okay. There we go. I actually scrapped them. Man, Rose, I can't believe I didn't realize that. Thank you for telling me. All right, that leaves us with 915. There was something else I needed to do. Oh, yeah, we got to collect players from Africa. We get another silver pack. Let's go. Yuito Suzuki. Oh, there we go. All right, scrap for 20. Continue. All right, that gets us to what else? Can I do anything else here? All right. All right, let's do the gold. Let's do the I always click the get gems. Let's do the gold pack. Gold pack's money here. Here we go. This is where the good stuff happens. Let's go. Gold it up. Yang Honjun. Let's go. Arthur Tiate. We're going to scrap it. Ilish Shkiri. We'll keep that one. But I already have this one. I'm going to scrap that for 2,000. I already have this one too. Let's scrap it. That gives us a ton of essence there. So we just got a ton more of the bronze packs. Ton more of the bronzies. We're bronzing it up more and more. I'm just catching up on the chat. Yeah. All right. I should have kept it. Why? I think I have like 3 of them already. I think I already have like 3 of them, DJP. I got so many. You're right. I probably should have kept it. Whatever. All right, here we go. Guile. Scrap. Look at this. Look at this photo. We're scrapping it. There we go. That's new. That's what we're talking about. We need the new ones. We need the new ones, baby. All right, here we go. I think we got 2 more packs that we can do. Oh, this is bad. Oh, we got so many of that one. So many of that. Oh, that was a tough one. I see what you're saying. It was probably just more valuable than just trying to get some crap, right? I see what you're saying. My bad, DJP. Yeah. It's hard to get to the money levels without nice percentages on players. Yeah, I'll show you that. We'll go over some of my cards here in a little bit. Mark McKenzie, no, thank you. There we go. Jefferson Llama. No, we get that one. There we go. That's fun. Well, that actually wasn't that fun. All right. Do we? I think I have enough for one more. No, 2 more. We got enough for 2 more. Beautiful. Beautiful. There we go. Man, these have actually been pretty tough packs. A lot of 1 stars. Come on, bronze. Let's get a good bronze one. Here we go. And then we'll go look at underdog too. Stephen M. Maxis Lacroix. All right. Oh, did we just complete something? I think we just completed something. Did we complete something? Oh, no, I thought we did. All right. So, yeah, if you wanted to see, let's look at the cards here. Let's look at where we're at. Let's look at the fun ones. So we're up to 3 legendaries. We got Chris Wood. We got Luka Modric. And then Jaime Rodriguez. That's pretty fun. I like the artwork on these are pretty cool. I don't have Messi. No, I don't have Messi. Unfortunately. For the hollow, what is this one? This is the hollow. If we sort hollow by like highest tier, let's do that. We got a good Hakimi right there. We got a Ronaldo. Look at these Ronaldo. The Kimmich one is maybe my favorite because the 25% is so sick. We got an Mbappe up there. We got a Yamal. We got an Olise. We got a Pedri. We got a Courtois. A couple of Van Dirks. We got a Becker there. We got the keeper from Brazil. Alfonso Davies over there. Martin Odegaard. Mikel. We got Rodrigo. Yeah, we get some fun ones. But then after that, I think it gets pretty bad in the next page, right? Yeah, then it's some 3 stars over there. Some 3 stars. For this one, we've got, and then, I don't think we have to go after all of these. But yeah, see, I have so many of the Neves ones, Julian Alvarez. But anyways, that's what we're looking like. All right, so you said I should go build the squads for the Zakarian. Is that what we're saying we should do? Yeah, that gold pack did suck. Messi's pretty easy to get in the 10 gem play. Oh, really? Interesting. So that's what I need to do. I should be doing that. Okay. Jaime is very nice for the first 2 games of Colombia. Yeah, I know. I need to get Diaz to run out the combo. All right, let's build this roster for today. Let's build it. All right, so these are my options. So let's start. We've got 2 keepers here. I imagine. So it looks like Martinez isn't going to go. So Rulli. Now, but is Senegal the bigger favorite? I guess I'll let DJP tell me. You got 4 Messis this morning? Wow. Okay, would you guys go? Would you go the Senegal keeper or the Argentinian keeper? Tell me something good. What do you guys think? My lean is Senegal, since that's their starting keeper. Oh nope. Okay, people are saying Rulli. It sounds like Martinez is not going to go. Great bit by Weisberg there. Great bit by Weisberg. All right, let's do Rulli. Who cares? For defense, we got we probably don't want to go to KSA, right? I imagine we want Senegal. You want Senegal guys? Or do we just throw Lissandro in there? If we think Lissandro is going to go, stack it up a little bit. For the mids, we've got Idrissa Gana Gay, Papa Gay. We got Rodrigo. Rodrigo didn't play the last match. I wonder if he goes. If Rodrigo goes, he's probably the one to play, right? And then up top for forwards, we've got Nicholas Jackson from Senegal. We've got anybody else that's like, I think we probably do. Do you do Martinez or Jackson or Sadio? Do maybe Sadio? And then what do we have over here? I don't know. You tell me. Stack with Lissandro and Enzo. You wouldn't play Rodrigo? Should I not play Rodrigo? Stack with an Enzo. I mean, I'll throw Enzo in there though. How's that? How's that look? You would go full. You would go Rulli, Martinez, Main, and Lautaro. All right. So let's do Argentina. All right. Okay, I don't have those guys. Oh, is Enzo the midfielder? Is that why? Yeah. All right. So we'll throw Enzo there. McAllister, Palacio, Martinez. You say you'd go Martinez there? Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. What's the other name you'd miss? Enzo more explosive. And it'll be okay. All right. Let's do this then. Pronounce Mane. All right. So you don't think Lissandro is going to go? We can throw Ultimidi in there. And then, okay. Did I get everybody? You go. I don't think do I have Mane? Oh, Mane, excuse me. No, I don't. And that's him. I see what you're saying. Because it just is Sadio. All right. Do we captain him? Yeah, let's captain him. Bang. All right, there's my team. We're in. We won 4,000 essence in the raffle, which was kind of a bummer. But we did it. I know. I'm sorry, man. It's because I maybe I would have, if it just said Sadio M. I didn't know. All right, dudes, we're going to call it there. So I know I've said this like 100 times. Just a reminder, I'm going to try to go live tomorrow night after the game. No NBA bit tomorrow because your boy's traveling. And then no show on Thursday or Friday. Maybe we do something over the weekend if we have to, but most likely we'll be back on Monday. Thank you guys for hanging. Wait, DJP, is that squad good enough that you would go for the next streak, or should I still wait for Spain and Germany? You think that's the move? Actually, just DM me, dude. We can talk about it later. You don't have to keep the show going. All right, enjoy the day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We out.